Serwaa said that IP, intellectual property, the dress, the design is her intellectual property.
Hey.
And so it is wickedness on the part of the children of God.
People of God.
That's spoiling the business.
She didn't know that you will not touch, not my anointed. And so she made a post. And then the children of Ghana, the Gen Zs, and their brothers,
children of Satan,
and their brothers and sisters, the millennials.
The Gen Zs, there are some way.
Oh, no, the millennials.
I'm doing my intro.
Yeah, sorry.
They decided to give Sister Serwaa the baptism of fire.
So they
went into, you know, when Michelle Obama says when they go low,
we go high.
We go high. No, the Gen Z says pour here. They went into the trenches, into the land of Pinterest, to find the exact same dress that Sister Serwaa said that the Ashen Worship Center people have used.
So my people, what has Serwaa Amihere been up to this week? Because for me, all I saw was that she released the statement, or if it was a post or whatever.
Should I read the statement for you?
I saw IP dress and then
I saw
maybe everyone can give us a background.
people were just driving.
So what had happened was
that's how a black American woman gives you gist.
So what had happened was that Serwaa Amihere, aka, who is also the CEO of Office Plus Co, inspired by SA, made a post that the children of God of Action Worship Center, the choristers, no, yes, choiristers, no,
this week's style, no.
They saw the style. It was a very nice pink dress.
God was
Sister
happy.
Serwaa said that IP, intellectual property, the dress, the design is her intellectual property.
Hey.
And so it is wickedness on the part of the children of God.
People of God.
That's spoiling the business.
She didn't know that you will not touch, not my anointed. And so she made a post. And then the children of Ghana, the Gen Zs, and their brothers,
children of Satan,
and their brothers and sisters, the millennials.
The Gen Zs, there are some way.
Oh, no, the millennials.
I'm doing my intro.
Yeah, sorry.
They decided to give Sister Serwaa the baptism of fire.
So they
went into, you know, when Michelle Obama says when they go low,
we go high.
We go high. No, the Gen Z says pour here. They went into the trenches, into the land of Pinterest, to find the exact same dress that Sister Serwaa said that the Ashen Worship Center people have used. And they came for her. They came for her. They came for her so much, and they brought evidence. And one thing I love about Gen Z, they are all about the receipts.
They'll bring it.
But why are you killing this on Gen Z?
You see, Gen Z,
Gen Z, so now you are the troublemakers of our life.
Gen Zs are the half-caste children between God and Abu Islam. They are the half-caste.
When the angels fell and they had babies, it wasn't them.
By the way, I'm a millennial, so yeah.
So as I was saying, the Gen Zs went into the trenches and they came up with receipts that dress it's not by you, ma'am. And they went to the land of Pinterest and they were able to find when that was posted on Pinterest. I was even shocked by the evidence that they came up with. So much so that Sister Serwaa had to issue an apology, and I need to, in fact, not just retract, and she has recalled all her dresses.
Hey.
Yes. Let me read it. Listen. Our claim to the IP rights in the celine dress is insufficient. This resulted from a gap which we have identified in our internal IP assurance procedures. I need to see that book.
I'm sure.
We have since taken decisive steps to improve our mechanism for avoiding IP violations. To affirm our commitment to respecting IP rights, we have removed celine dress from our clothing line. When evidence came that, Madam, you are not the originator of this dress,
she doesn't deal with IP-less dress.
Please, we don't want no problems, okay? So, additionally, we are by this publication recalling the celine dress.
Please.
Also, we feel obligated to apologize to the Action Worship Center for the embarrassment that our claim has caused to them. We wish to reassure our esteemed customers of our deep commitment to offering a superior quality and style option of globally competitive women's office clothing and accessories.
Cringe-worthy.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen.
My one question is this. You too. So the question is, why do you have to sew like new styles every day?
Please, that you are going way off road.
Objection, my lord.
Let me come to the second one. When will the IPO now for good old cabins this come for all of us?
And kaftans. I mean, I have so many screenshots of styles that I've got to my university. I never that we are going straight to jail. Like, we have broken so many IPs.
Charlie, it's not that deep. Why? My sister.
What do you mean by why? She's claiming that that's her intellectual property. What's wrong with you?
I just feel trouble was asleep.
Wahala no dey ride bicycle.
Trouble was asleep.
Went to wake it.
Wake up.
Warm Wellington boots for it.
What you have done, what we are going to do moving forward is when you post any design, we are going to scrutinize it. People are going to dig and come up with similar ones that are not.
And you know that's how God has been fighting for his children. She came against the last one. She should have just looked for some millimeters. She went for the children of God.
The wickedness parts, no. If I were to be one of the choristers,
sort of wickedness.
This one I can see for them because it was emotionally draining. And to have your picture on Serwaa Amihere.
Oh, she posted the picture.
She posted them in their dress.
You know the embarrassment there. Yes, you mentioned in your apology about embarrassing them, but you see, you feel obliged. That is the brofo I don't understand.
That's the part that you don't like.
Because if you are remorseful or you want to
but you see, you don't get it.
Something.
She's feeling obliged to apologize to them because she embarrassed them.
But you see, you qualifying the apology means that you are not even sorry for what you have done.
Look,
do you understand?
So is Serwaa saying that everything she sells in her fashion business and all of that is proprietary?
Yes, she's saying that she designs them and they are made.
Yes.
So if somebody
is she the one who came up with a skirt having curves at the hips and having
that is but if I have hips, if you are going to make a dress for me, you need to bring my hips.
Someone can also say
no, but you see, let me give you a typical example. There was the last time we had an IP issue. I think it was when there was this battles of the GG West. I don't know if you remember, where somebody also started making something like that, and then they had to go and make sure. But now you know that if you're wearing certain things, we can see plain like this is GG West. Back in the days, you know, like MKOG, that's when Kaftan started. PKOG came, MKOG came.
People fusing wax print with t-shirts
and all of those things, like the whole thing about
KOD thing.
Exactly, like 1957. So you see, brand and branding is everything, and people put a lot into their brands. And so was like the things from Office & Co are like amazing, right? So I believe that because she's spent time designing, I'm sure she can provide book where she's actually designed this dress. And you see, we are living in a world now where there's so many things out there. So we are inspired by a lot of people. So there is always, now IP has become very tricky because you can say, I solely thought about this, but then someone can come up and bring something else that look like yours. And it will now be who copied who.
Exactly.
This was a typical example because the dress that they pulled up had a belt on it. I don't think the celine dress had it.
So it's just like this.
So it's gonna be in the same sense of, okay, and that's the thing with IP. With them comes, you have to go in terms of the texture,
when did you register
and all of the painting thing is crazy. So for me, I can get where she's coming from, especially being in the field that she is, and I want to believe that she was just one of those spur of the moment things. And I'm sure this is something that someone even brought to her attention, right? But
and there's always a friend. I'm sure as you are receiving the backlash, he or she is relaxing, chilling somewhere.
Because it's and then for me, we need to stop coming for Serwaa. And I said this before we started the show. Serwaa is just one of those people that she can catch a break, and it's not her fault. Serwaa is beautiful. She's amazing, and unfortunately, the girls don't like her because they be hating on her, and then the guys don't like her because they can't get her either. So she can't win, but I love her, and I feel like this is always a learning
all the
situation.
controversies she's been in are avoidable, or have
people. The haters are too much.
That's what I believe too, because you
avoidable.
See, some of the things. It's like her interview with Kojo Oponkroma. That one, she didn't see it coming. Some of these things, you can't control them. So the whole interview made it look like she wasn't prepared. That episode was. But you see, this is a situation where, hey, out of nowhere, unprovoked though.
It was provoked. If we go to the backstory, somebody
just calling somebody wicked, and they are
maybe
wicked,
also the choice of words. And someone made a post about how sometimes we like to call our businesses. Look at when this Bridgeview thing happened. I am always for. I mean, if you mess me up, I will drag you,
of course.
And then I will drag you and your business. And I remember there was a time I had such an unpleasant experience somewhere, and I typed this message. I was going to tag them, so I sent them to my friend. I was like, he's like, you need to calm down. It's not that serious. So I feel like sometimes before we churn these things out about businesses and people,
run it by someone.
Let's have filters. Let's run it by someone. And you may not know, maybe she didn't want to take it, but someone it's your intellectual property.
Serwaa is also underrating how powerful her voice has become.
How would she do that?
Naive of her.
No, maybe because you see, we are seeing Serwaa as Serwaa, but Serwaa is seeing herself as I'm just
the brand deals that she'd have. But fine, go ahead and go. The Dululu is obviously not the Sululu here, but let's go with it.
No, because you see, sometimes we are living in a world where you think, Mekasaka. It's just a few people. Maybe might follow it.
No, maybe that is the number of followers you have.
The last thing that was about her was the thing she hosted on X that had the whole Shatawale thing. And you see, and like I love Serwaa, and like you said, sometimes she be threading into some waters. Like I'm looking at Serwaa and I'm looking at Shatawale, and I was even when that thing happened, I was like, how did she end up hosting this thing? But you see, based on how that thing didn't go well, the backlash wasn't going to come to her. Now she's gotten different haters from that side. And when you know in this life that people don't like your matter, you need to
choose what to say and what to do.
And what to do and what not to do them and what not to do them. So that's the whole.
Maybe she didn't see it coming. She
has seen it coming.
And maybe going forward, she's going to be mindful because you see some of the things. Random tweets and people are just going at Serwaa. I'm like,
the comments under the apology was even worse. I told you they can't have her. You see, the girls hate her.
Even with the Occupy Jolobi, people want her to come and say something.
Yeah, that's gonna be a different discussion on its own.
Okay, so that brings to mind Serwaa as a person that she's saying. It looks like whatever she says it's not blown out of proportion, but it basically attracts a lot of attention
because of her. Let's not forget that very soon Serwaa will be called to the bar, so we don't want to mess with her. We don't want to be sued. So all
right, so Charlie, that's the whole thing about Serwaa Amihere.
But it was a miscalculated.
Well, she's trying to apologize.
Serwaa apology accepted.
However, the people of God, the children of God, also have
emotional damage.
They are right.
To claim whatever we are forgiving. Children of God, we are very forgiving.
Please,
we're forgiving her.
I didn't see your picture on here.
We have forgiven her.
Were you part of the people? Innocent,
based on the screenshots that I have,
and young ladies.
All of a sudden they are famous.
Who have gone to their special
Children of God,
please forgive us.
No problem. But Charlie, it's a lesson to everybody.
Yes.